And I was like, no, I'm good. My kid can have a snotty picture day. I am not doing out of her nose. No, thank you.
It's so gross.
All right. Sorry about that, everybody. That was fun. Haven't had a blue screen of death in a while.
Dude, I had one a few weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure Microsoft is forcing them on me because I'm still on Windows 10. And so I'm pretty sure they're just sending them my way to convince me to update, but I just don't want to.
Yeah, I think I can't remember if you were here when that happened to me, Nolan. I was apparently forced to upgrade to Windows 11. I did not make the choice. I just booted up my computer one day and I was like, what the shit?
Yeah,
Guess I have Windows 11
I'm doing
now.
everything I can to stop that from happening.
Oh, God, I fucking hate it so much. All right, chat, can y'all hear me okay and hear everybody okay, I suppose?
Looks like it. You are live.
All right, so where were we?
It means it's my turn.
Wait, did Brad ever make his... Okay, yeah, he did Ender Magnolia. That's
Brad
right.
did Ender Magnolia.
Yeah.
What are you playing on Steam Deck, Brad?
Right now?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know.
Oh, Nick, did you hear my thing about we may have to activate the 6th pick before counter picks? Or maybe locked in?
I did not hear that. Do you want me to go ahead? Do we want to do it? Do we want to do that tonight?
I say no.
You're saying add an extra round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Here's what I
fine
think we
with
should
it,
actually
honestly.
do. Here's what I think we should actually do. I think we should keep it to 5, do our 2 counter picks. Instead of having 7, so I think we should just match Community League and do 5 and 5. I don't think we need as many games in our rosters as we have, especially with public bidding. Filling that 47 fucking spots with public bidding sounds like honestly horrific.
So do you still
Let's
want to
just
do 3 counter picks when we each have...
Yeah, I mean counter picks are counter picks, man. That just spices up the final scores, right? But yeah. I think 5 and 5 makes more sense than doing 5 and 7. 7's crazy for public bidding. It really is. Okay. Already with 6 public bidding last year, we had people not running out of games by the end of the year.
Well, then how are we supposed to act superior to the community leagues if we're playing by the same rules?
Well, first of all, comparing league points is hard because you have one person like last year drafting Suicide Squad, then one person counters it, and already they have some huge points advantage for the rest of the fucking year that no other league has because no other league was crazy enough to draft Suicide Squad. You just can't compare them to each other. Every league is always going to have to be its own thing. That's why the league winners got to get a trophy, but not the overall points winner, because honestly, that kind of doesn't even make sense. So,
all right,
even though they do get bragging rights,
I'm okay with that. So, on that note, that means Brad.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Sure.
That means Chris Davis and Brad's lists for the draft
are locked in.
Yeah. Except for the counter picks, obviously.
Also, I also say this because when I did ask for people's opinions, people said 3 people responded were like, whatever, I don't care. But Crispy said same or maybe less. And honestly, I feel like,
I mean, that's kind of where I was too. So
okay,
so let's do it. We'll make that change after we finish tonight. But or do I need to make that change before the counter picks? Does that matter?
No, you don't need to. Do
it.
No, it doesn't affect anything that happens tonight.
All right, so Ed, this is your last pick for the night, regular pick.
Yep, I'm on the clock. Man, there is a stretch choice, and there is could be good.
Which you gotta think, man. What's gonna make your year more exciting, Ed?
That's true.
Getting on base, like who does that? Or do you want the one with the storyline?
Shut up, Brad.
I think I'm going to... Let me check something real quick. I just looked at this, but I need to look at it again. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to draft the next Fire Emblem mainline game.
Holy shit.
What? Okay.
Is that another unannounced?
So hold on.
Wait.
What is it listed as?
Wait, everybody shut up. There's
it's
2.
listed as unannounced mainline Fire Emblem.
So what is this Fire Emblem Genealogy of Holy War? Oh, that's a
that's a remake of the 5th game.
All right, so unannounced Fire
Emblem. So you're not drafting that.
No.
A lot of people putting a lot of eggs in the Switch 2 basket.
I will say, I don't know what Fire Emblem it's going to be, but the chance of a Fire Emblem game coming out feels pretty good. Honestly, feels like the time.
Wait a second.
Right.
I gotta check something real quick. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. At the rate we're going right now, we could technically we could each pick an unannounced game tonight because
it doesn't work like that. We can't do it. It's not fair.
Okay, fine.
It's not fair.
Because then my second
Also, he has two
when I
unannounced
went
games.
first and I had 2 picks, I would have made unannounced Mario.
Yeah.
That's true.
One of my two.
We can't make it a requirement now.
You can't. We can't change rules now that affect anything we've already picked.
Okay. I'm just saying we're on track because like everybody who's completed their rosters now has one unannounced game in their roster.
Us changing like the total amount doesn't really affect anything.
Okay.
What do you got, Chris?
Yeah. Crispy, you're on your last pick.
Counters are going to be impossible.
I know.
Well, one's going to be quite easy.
I'm really at war with myself right now.
Uh-oh.
I have a game that I want to draft.
Be conservative. Crispy, be conservative. I like your list. Be conservative.
This is the only situation in which you would say that.
Go wild.
Yeah, he wants you to go wild because he wants someone down in the dumps with him.
Join the madness.
Could be. What could be? Do we live in a world where I can like really hope for better?
The world is your oyster.
Should I bet on the future? Should I bet on a brighter tomorrow?
All signs point to no.
Jesus.
Okay. All right. I don't care. Kill me, counterpick me, fucking run me up the flagpole. I don't care anymore. I am truly free. I'm drafting Marathon.
What?
Okay.
What the shit
right.
is that?
That is bold as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is some Chris Davis energy right there.
I love
What are you talking about? I think it's a great pick. Don't count.
Hey, shut up. Of course you do, Brad. Of course you do.
You're waiting until he clicks the add game to publisher button and then
That
Yes,
is a bold move, and you're keeping things interesting,
Great choice. Great
Crispy.
choice.
It
I
is
love
my
it.
turn,
I love
and I am shocked.
Nick, you got to keep it wild. Keep it wild, Nick.
It's Wander Stop, bro.
Oh, that's good. That's not wild.
yeah, it's a
Good
good
choice.
pick.
It's not wild. It's not wild, but it's
Motherfucker ain't gonna play.
it's
Motherfucker
got
ain't gonna play Stanley Parable.
it's got a date. It's got a date, and you know, I feel like why not? Why the fuck
Literally
not?
the only person here who's never played Stanley Parable.
I have played Stanley Parable. I have just not finished Stanley Parable. I've played like an hour of it, which I know is
Literally an
which is
hour of
not-
Stanley Parable sounds
So you have
like
not played it.
the
I know.
funniest shit
think
I've
you-
ever
I'm just
heard.
saying, you're making it sound like I've never picked up a controller and played it, and that's just not true.
Fractions, the frogs, they're cool. I've played it. I've played like 10 minutes of Frog Fractions. It's great.
All right, Nolan, what is your final draft pick tonight?
Nick's
making a
always
face.
way more cold and calculated than you'd think. This motherfucker's Dexter over here.
My final draft pick that I'm fully ready for it to be counterpicked. Mugenics.
Whoa!
Is that the-
This is the one that I thought
Dude,
Nolan was
that
going to
was
pick up earlier.
Fucking game from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
I think it's
M-E-W.
MEW.
Like
MEW.
Mew, like a cat.
Yeah.
No, this is not a bad pick, man.
Mugenics. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
This is not a bad pick.
There you go.
There you go. Mugenics. Look at that. Nice pick. So that brings us down to our last draft pick for the night. It's Carlos, back in your court.
Man, I I have no idea.
Carlos,
I'm like
heart pick, Carlos.
Unannounced title. Unannounced title.
I so badly want to go another round, but that's okay. It's okay. There's literal fucking child labor laws we might be breaking if we go another round. I mean, we are an LLC, and that baby looks like she's on the clock, so. I mean, you know.
She's very happy, though.
This is really hard.
Come on,
we haven't even gotten to the hard
for the
part
memes,
yet.
For the memes,
Yeah,
get
is not
weird,
the hard
get weird.
The hard part has not begun. It's about to.
So the brutal part is actually going to be bidding because there's so much cool stuff on the table still.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we got rid of 7 more games from out of the bidding pool. Ugh.
Remember, a lot of the best games of the year are games we don't even know about yet.
Yeah, but there's
Possible.
cool. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And there's some games that I wanted to bid on that I was nervous about making
It
25.
feels.
Oh, there's several games that if I was more confident they were coming out this year.
I will say, in the league that I already did, it was 12 players, 6 games each, with no remakes, no early access, no like.
Wait,
pretty
are
much
you
all of the
cheating on
pa-
us too?
This motherfucker.
I told you this last week, Nick.
I didn't listen to you last week.
The Fantasy Critic
Barely listened to me
Discord
this
League.
week.
You bitch.
I don't know what to do.
I can't tell if that's like a man who's torn between choices or a man who doesn't have a list in front of him.
I have a list. There's just not any games that I want to bid on left on.
Carlos,
You're the messiah,
can I
man.
ask?
Come on.
Carlos, can I ask? What about your boys? I know this one's on your list. Coming out soon. What about your boys?
What the hell are you talking about?
It's coming out soon from your boys. You were a fan of this developer before anybody else.
I love Brad's like cryptic teasing of everyone on this.
This might also be one of those situations where he's pulling this out.
Carlos should know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea
Brad,
what you're talking about.
Did the game you were talking about for me get drafted?
I think you're like
I don't
overestimating
even
my
remember it.
intelligence.
I was fucking with you.
Carlos?
Am I underestimating your knowledge? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you're underestimating my knowledge.
Oh.
Is he underestimating or overestimating your knowledge?
It's a developer that everybody's come to love, and they are they're making 2 games this year. You love this developer before everybody else.
I have no idea what the
Brad
fuck
needs
he's
to
talking
like
no idea what you're talking
write
about.
something and put in a sealed envelope to open up later.
Yeah.
Like
Well, he's not going to pick it. He doesn't even know what I'm talking about. If it was on his list, he'd know immediately what I was talking about.
Carlos,
I used to make fun of him for liking this game from this developer because he loved it so much.
And it's Gearbox Software.
I do have a suggestion for you, Carlos.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
A
What do you mean?
suggestion?
This is a
This
competition,
is a
bro.
competition.
It is.
Suggestion.
It is.
I mean, if the
Yeah.
man wants to help out, let him.
No, Chris Davis is very weird sometimes about I want to help.
Yeah.
Anybody
don't take
but
Chris
Brad
Davis's
win.
choices.
Okay. The
He
game I'm
has
talking
a
about is
list.
from a developer
Relax.
that you love.
I think Carlos. I think
Chris
people.
Davis didn't get.
Okay. We might literally be thinking of the same game, Chris Davis.
We could.
The only reason that Chris Davis didn't get last place is because Nick totally tanked himself last year.
Just don't say the name of the game,
you're
Chris
not
Davis.
wrong.
Did I tank myself or did the wheels come off? I think the wheels came off.
The wheels came off. Yeah, that was
I couldn't. The wheels came off. And my
Minus
brakes.
18
My brake
points.
line was cut.
most indies are like somewhere
That
like
doesn't
in the
make any
range
sense,
from like
actually.
76 to 82, and that one was a catastrophe. Carlos,
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
literally
You came
2
out of-
games coming out this year.
You-
Pick both are solid picks. Pick one. A developer that you loved, indie dev that you loved before anyone.
I'm looking at my list and I'm like, I wonder if the game he's talking about is on my
Carlos.
list, and I have a feeling it's not.
Such
You're such a.
you're throwing Carlos. You're throwing.
Not.
Report.
Let Carlos pick something.
I'm just anxious about counters. I don't even know. I can't even look at this list. It's so fucked up. I'm like, fuck. Let's see how many counters before me.
Should I go ahead and just start reading our final list while Carlos thinks about his...
5 counters before I get to make my first counter.
Should I recap?
Sure, go ahead.
Just recap the list at the end.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fill dead air right about Carlos.
Carlos, just say it. Just say it. Say it. We cut around for time, and I don't want to waste that on you.
Carlos taking a whole around himself. That's funny.
People in chat, I think, are trying to help you.
He's painting a picture, and he's going to turn on his camera and hold it up.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Clock.
All I see...
Can we get an official over here? Time.
Do you have a list in front of you?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
the reason I'm
game is
rushing
not
you
on
now
there.
is because counters are going to take longer. I promise.
I'm pretty sure Brad just dropped a pretty serious hint, and I think chat's trying to hint to you, too, what it is.
Oh,
I think
no, don't look at chat. Chat's just going to give it away.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about, honestly, but...
No, chat. Stop it.
How the fuck do all these people know this, and I have no idea what anyone is talking about?
You're just not thinking right about it, but it's fine. It's fine. You might not even realize that developer is the one developing that game. Just pick one off the list that is in front of you, please. Counters will take longer, and we should allow people to take longer for counters. We should not allow people to take this long for a regular.
Yeah, come on. We
need to start a timer, and if the timer hits
baby.
zero,
All right,
we're gonna
you're running this.
We're gonna pick for him.
You're running this show, Nick. Start a timer.
Give me a minute. Give me one. Start a 1 minute timer.
All right, I got the
10
1 minute
seconds. What are you talking about?
I got it.
This is
It's
already the
been
longest
like
pick of the
5
draft.
I'm doing 30 seconds. I'm doing 30 seconds.
You can also pick an unannounced game.
That's
Hey,
30
Siri,
minutes,
set
Brad.
a timer for fuck you, Carlos.
That's 30 minutes. Sorry, hang on. 30 seconds, starting now.
Oh my god.
It basically gave you a minute because Brad didn't know how to type in 30 seconds.
Carlos,
30 minutes.
Carlos, how do you not have stuff in front of you? Just pick one. You can't have bad games in front of you. You did not write down bad games. Pick one of those games.
I can see several games on my list that Carlos would probably be happy to have on his list.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm literally looking at a dozen. And
I know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna pick it.
Oh, what the...
All right.
I'm glad you figured it out.
Bitch.
I think Carlos
Alright,
might
don't
be
say
full
it.
of shit.
Outer
He
Worlds
gets
2.
Half-Life 3.
Ooh,
He
okay.
picked
said
Outer
it.
Worlds
Okay.
2.
Outer Worlds 2.
Outer Wilds 2. It's not even announced. What a dumb.
Outer Worlds 2, huh?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Outer Wilds developers released
First-
2
out-
this year?
The first one right
like
there,
at the
Brad.
same time as Outer Worlds again?
Shadow Drop.
All right, Carlos. I know you figured it out. Just don't say it because I think those are still biddable games. So
Outer Worlds 2 is the
But
one you
just-
finally...
just DM me.
decided
Correct.
on, right? Okay. Outer Worlds 2. All right. It's time to draft counter picks, starting with Carlos.
Having
Right.
5 games and 2 counter picks is terrible.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
Two
This is gonna be so brutal.
Get 2
We're
tonight,
gonna-
right? And then one later.
We are going to. This is gonna be rough.
It's
And
going
we're-
to be a bloodbath.
We're gonna have to kill our babies here. This is nasty. I don't like it at all. I wasn't actually expecting.
We have new fathers in the room here. Maybe that's not the best
All right. So I'm
terminology.
first. I'm picking counter pick first.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a
because
snake
it's
draft.
reverse snake. So
Okay.
and this should be quick, Carlos, please.
All right. I just need to find Chris Davis's roster.
Fuck you. Shots fired. Do you,
Grand Theft Auto 6.
so, to people listening at home, reminder: counter pick is basically betting that a game is not going to perform well or it's not going to come out. Every point below 70 earns you a point. If it doesn't come out at all, you get 0 points, and that's honestly a good
Oh,
scenario
you know
to end
what?
up in.
No. Chris Davis, I'm sparing you this one.
Okay, well, hurry up.
My first counter pick is for Marathon.
Damn, that was. That's a good one.
Chris
All right,
Davis, you
let's see.
thought Marathon was going to make it to you, Chris Davis?
Look. I was hoping. You
think you're drafting with a bunch of morons? Come on, man. We know that's one of the riskier picks.
You bitches spent 2 rounds not picking Elden Ring. Like,
okay,
there are
Elden Ring
reasons.
online game, fucking roguelike.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I think it's going to be good, but
that's like the cloud flight simulator thing. Like, From Software doesn't know how to do online stuff.
Yeah.
let him cook.
All right, Nolan.
I mean, look,
what's your
I think
first
it's gonna
counter pick?
score well. I'm not.
Ace Combat.
I'm not fucking around.
There it is. Unannounced Ace Combat game.
Fucking.
Okay.
I don't think
Y'all got the easy ones. Now the rest of them are torture.
I don't think that shit's coming out.
All right.
I think
There's other
Chris
will not
Davis.
released risks.
I just don't think
here.
it's coming out.
There's other risks here.
My-
We're all gonna lose points here.
My first counter. There's actually some pretty decent choices here.
This motherfucker. He's just gonna pick something he's never heard of.
That is not how I operate, sir. Fuck.
I just.
This is good.
Although if anybody knows Bungie, it's gonna be Crispy. So
You know, I think I'm gonna go with Claire Obscura Expedition 33.
you know what? I would have grabbed it, Nick. I would have grabbed it. I don't believe in this game at all.
I want it to be good, but
I do too. But I don't
There's
think.
no name French developer, right? French.
I think best case scenario that's like a
Fucking-
72.
yeah, French. Yeah.
Yeah. We've seen Remember Me. Okay, I've seen a French dev come out of nowhere acting like they could swim with the big boys, releasing 72s all day. Get out of here! Don't nod.
All right.
Yes, nod.
Crispy, what's your first counter pick?
All right, let's see.
I think Claire Obscure might be the most overrated like fantasy critic pick so far this year. Like in terms of it, it's picked in mostly. I mean, like almost every league. But who does it even ship? I don't know.
Was definitely gonna go for that Ace Combat.
I think we all were.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why last
all of
place ain't so bad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Depends on the year. Depends on the year.
Carlos is gonna have it rough when he gets back.
Well,
The last Carlos counter pick. I don't know. Going around the bin, you know.
I guess
he's gonna
the
have to balance
question-
out his.
The question that we're all thinking right now
Oh no, who we lose? We lost Ed.
is what is the least likely unannounced game to actually announce and come out this year? A new Mario Kart, a new Fire Emblem, a new mainline 3D Mario platformer.
It's a tough part.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like how the unannounced are not going to escape these counter picks because we only have 5 rounds. They're all going to get counter picked, and it's not going to feel good. It's like I'm either going to get a 70 or I'm going to have 0 chance of winning this year.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Oh, this is rough. I almost want to counter pick something from my list.
That's when you know it's bad.
I think that there is a new one of these all coming. Like, God, like they're all in the pipe.
I
right?
mean, maybe. I mean,
They're all in the pipe.
but are they But are they in the pipe for this year?
I'm going to pick. Huh?
Are they all in the pipe for this year though? Is the question.
That's what I'm saying. Switch to.
I know which one I would pick.
I'm going with Fire Emblem.
That's the
Unannounced
one.
mainline Fire Emblem game. That feels like a
Fair,
February.
because that one's a
2026.
toss-up whether it's going to be a new one or
Yeah, or remake.
that remake.
All right,
Fuck, where are we at?
Ed, what's your first counter pick?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm having connection issues, but
Oh.
Pokemon Legends for me.
Pokemon Legends.
You're a fool.
I am going.
You're a fool.
That first Arceus did pretty good, didn't it?
It did. Arceus
feel
did
like-
good. Scarlet Violet was bad. Arceus was good. I think this one's going to be better.
Huh.
It's quite the gamble.
I think I'm not gonna counterpick Silksong. I will leave that to somebody else.
You'd be a fool. A fool of a took.
Oh my god. What a fucking swish if it doesn't come out this year, though.
Oh my god, I'd be so mad.
Oh god.
Almost got it. Almost got it. I had it and I lost it. I am going to counter.
Somebody start a timer.
Okay, first of all, it's a counter pick, and this shit's getting rough. Okay,
This is your first counter pick.
motherfucker, is getting rough. Counter picks are like maybe even a bigger deal than our regular fucking pick.
That's true. That is true.
Man, I was playing so safe. I hate this shit. Okay, I am going to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bet against the jank. I'm going Kingdom Come.
All right.
I'm countering Kingdom Come.
All right. Chris Davis, you get both your counter picks at once.
Yeah. And you've taken all of mine. This is upsetting me.
You get to rip
Okay.
Band-Aid off in one fell swoop, though.
Yeah, I do, but what I have left is nothing but, like, you're going to get fucked if these things happen.
Yep.
We all are.
Okay. One of them, I guess I have to do Hades 2.
Can you're gonna? Oh, you're taking the risk that it's not gonna
He's gambling,
hit
it's not
1.0.
Come out, yeah.
Damn.
That I can't
Oh.
fuck with that. That is I can't.
It's a smart choice.
I mean, yeah, I
it's
don't
not
have many
letting
choices
me.
for me.
It's not letting
If y'all
me.
like, I don't like to roll on the no ships, but
Guys,
You
it's
can't
not letting.
counter because it has a score.
Yeah, you can't do it that.
That's what I
But
was saying. I wasn't sure if we should allow it to
He
go
has to
first.
be allowed.
It won't.
He has to be allowed.
It won't let
The
me override
system
it.
won't let him.
It literally
No,
will
but,
not.
but I'm saying like, if it's on a draft, it has to be counterpickable, which means we're gonna have to honor it anyways. But we can talk to the site guy and see if he can override it if you can't. But
I mean,
if something is on the draft, it has to be.
I see what you're saying.
counterpickable.
During the draft itself, it should be counter.
It's too late. It's too late. But you don't have to do it now. We can leave that. Or is it not going to let you move on to me?
That's possible.
well, I'll just pick something else.
Wait.
No.
Oh, okay, hold on.
It has to be counterpickable if it was
Hold on,
drafted.
I'm looking. Hold on, I'm looking. Hold on. Override game eligibility.
The problem with that Winged is he could pick something that someone else was gonna pick.
Yes. Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Ed
Look.
cannot be allowed to have a game that can't be counterpicked.
Look,
It's
look,
just
look,
not
look.
fair to everybody else.
I don't know. I have a manage eligibility override here, and it says allow game. I can set it, but I don't know if that is applying to counterpicking. I guess it will.
I think it would.
Maybe, yeah,
All right.
probably.
Yeah, if he can't fix it now, just pick something else, and we'll fix it in post. Like pick something that you don't actually want to
that worked.
counterpick.
That worked.
Brad, the problem with that is that what if that's the game I wanted to counterpick?
It doesn't matter anymore.
Then we would just move it.
I fixed it.
okay,
I fixed
okay,
it.
we fixed
It's fixed. So what's your
Okay.
second pick?
No, that was Chris Davis's second.
Oh, wait. No, that was his.
Wait.
What? Was it? No, that was his first
How
one.
many-
That was my first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought I was losing my mind for a second.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
There's some indies. Not everything has to be not released, right? There's some shit. Indies are soft in general. Indie
Yeah,
tax is real. Indie tax is
I
real.
mean, the indie tax, but more importantly, like the potential changes to OpenCritic's scoring thresholds is a concern too.
I didn't realize that was happening.
So basically,
That-
they got bought out last year, and there's been
Like, you don't
word
have
through
to
the
share this
grapevine that they're
with
going to require more critic reviews before it actually posts an aggregate score.
Okay.
Wow.
They also increased the amount of refresh the amount of like top critics there are. Again, it's a little bit inside baseball. I'll tell you right now, Chris Davis, there ain't nothing drafted tonight that wouldn't get enough reviews. But continue. I shouldn't even be saying that. Just continue.
Hang on, I'm just googling.
Just remember, we're all gonna have to.
You know what?
We're all gonna have to pick something that we don't.
It's a counter pick. It's a counter pick. It's a counter pick.
The Outer Worlds 2.
Damn it.
Okay.
Ooh, that was pretty high on
Good choice.
my list of counter picks. Yeah.
It's a good choice.
That's not.
I mean,
a bad
that
choice.
stems from me bouncing off of Outer Worlds 1, but more importantly, I think they're putting more resources into Avowed than Outer Worlds 2.
I think you might be right. All right.
I think it's likely that it slips.
That's also possible. I mean, we haven't
think it's not gonna hit.
seen anything of it yet, other than that first trailer.
Having Obsidian ship 2 games in a year seems crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, I was
they also
leaning
have
towards
done that.
Mugenics.
Okay,
Right, but didn't they ship like Pentiment and something else the same year? Like those are smaller.
That is true.
No.
That is true. Come on,
but
Brett.
a game that's delayed out of November
wait.
because they're worried it's going to get stomped on is different than a game not being. Obsidian has multiple teams. Anyways,
You're
yeah. I'm trying to think if I'm going to go for the safe pick or it's either going to no ship or I'm fucked.
That is the question that we are all must
But I
wrestle
also
with.
kind of don't want him to skate with this pick. It's kind of bothering me. If you go back and read the message, and this is going to be my pick. If you go back and read the message for the Earthblade delay, it sounded kind of dire.
You're gonna fucking.
So I'm going to counterpick Earthblade.
Damn, son. right.
Because Nick has nothing countered against him. I don't want him to skate on that.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Ed, your final counter pick of the night.
Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
God.
That was gonna be. It was either gonna
Damn.
be that. That was gonna be my safe one.
Yep.
But I went with the.
That was. Oh man, three on Chris Davis's list.
Y'all
All right.
want to just go ahead and lock up my entire list?
I mean, I'm thinking about it.
We're never gonna get that.
I mean, GTA 6.
All right, it's
That is
Crispy's
the
turn.
one. That is. I don't want that smoke.
It's Crispy's
I
turn.
know.
Oh,
Did you guys see that Trier tweet?
No.
Yeah, I saw. But that was
Okay.
speculation. That was speculation.
No, yeah, totally.
Do I?
He
is
said
that-
he didn't think it was gonna make it, but
But
That
he
was just-
also
he
said that
said,
Silksong
like,
was gonna make it. So.
straight.
Oh,
but
the Schreier.
that's not what he said. He said that's his prediction.
Which
Yeah,
game
yeah,
were we
yeah.
even talking about?
GTA.
GTA 6.
Oh, gotcha. That would be a hell of a gamble.
God.
When
lot of
when was that
people-
announced?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay. Pretty long time.
I know it's tough,
Did
Crispy.
you guys see all that shit about the Assassin's Creed Shadows support studio?
Yeah, in Indonesia.
don't-
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's not poison the well while we're still counter.
Yeah, let's wait for counter picks to be over because that one's still on the table.
He knows what he's doing. And we're doing 2 counter picks tonight or 3?
Yeah, but you've already done one.
You only
Yeah,
have
yeah.
one more.
That
It's
didn't answer my
it-
question.
It's 2
You have
tonight.
one more.
2 tonight. Okay.
It's 2 tonight, but you've already done one, so this is your last pick.
All right.
And by what date do we need to have made our third counter pick?
I think it's November 1st.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
It's November 1st. You can counterpick after that, but it has to be games that have a release date.
Wait. No, I think you have to have your counter pick in before.
After November 1st, 2025, you'll only be able to counterpick a game with a confirmed release date. It says that if you hover over the warning symbol.
Oh, a confirmed release date. Okay. So you basically okay. I see what you're saying.
But that's November.
And if you don't do it by the end of the year, it's minus 15 points.
Yeah.
We're not doing that crazy -7 bullshit that we did last
Yeah, I mean, I think we came to like a happy like
year.
medium there, but it was messy.
It was a agreement. It only affected Nick, and it didn't actually affect Nick, so it didn't substantially change Nick's score or ranking, I guess.
I got fucked much harder elsewhere.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I won't let him have it. I won't let him get away with it.
You don't want the smoke? You don't want it?
What do you think I'm gonna pick?
You can't. No, you can't do that.
No, you just have to pick. You just have to do it, Chris.
Shut up! Everybody shut up! Metroid Prime switch to.
Wait, don't counterpick Metroid Prime. Oh wait, you have Metroid.
That is his game.
Don't do that. Don't counterpick Metroid Prime.
What would that do? Like, would it let you do that? And
Counterpick
it just completely zeroes out your
I
points.
I don't think it'll. Yeah, it's just a 0, right?
You could trade away a counterpick to your own and lock in the 70, but
Unannounced.
is GTA going to get away?
Shut your mouth, Brett. Unannounced.
The smoke? You want this smoke?
Shut the.
I got it unannounced.
Can
Do
we
it.
mute Brad?
Do it.
Brad hasn't been counterpicked yet.
Bring it. Fuck with that 97.
What a little bitch.
Well, there's other unannounced games, to be fair.
Holy
Actually,
fuck.
the other one's probably safer.
I hate this game. I hate this. I hate this game.
We're all in the same boat, though. So.
Wow. If you click them, you can see the percentage counterpicks in all the leagues.
Shut your mouth, Brad. Don't point. Stop just over here trying to stealthily.
That's just public
point.
information. That's just public information.
I know, but you're
is public
dropping.
information.
But you are dropping that information while people are trying to make their choice.
Okay.
Just saying.
I don't fucking care. I don't care anymore. You can't hurt me in a way that matters. Grand Theft Auto 6.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Are you- oh my god!
Chris Davis. All of his games but one have been countered.
Holy shit!
Can someone please counterpick Brad?
I think people are betting against Chris Davis's luck at this point in this.
That's just
Holy shit!
rude. Y'all just
I am
rude people.
Hold on. Let me look at my choices here.
You got
You have
Elden
to
Ring,
pick
Nick.
something
You
from
can go ahead
Brad.
and do that one too.
I'm thinking about it. Don't tempt me, bitch.
Don't. I mean, whatever you do.
I don't. It's. Oh god. That'd be a bad idea. It'd be a bad idea. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. There's one game I'm thinking about that is it's kind of a Grand Theft Auto 6 situation where I'm like, I'd be purely betting on whether or not it's even shipping this year. And I could make an argument either way for it shipping or being delayed. Fuck. Damn, son. Oh my god.
The
You know-
tariffs, Nick. The tariffs.
Oh my god.
Prove how racist
Wouldn't that be
you
funny
are.
if
Pick
some,
Elden Ring.
if some developer like delayed their game because they just wanted to wait for Trump to get out of office.
Holy fucking shit! I think, and this is, oh god, no, that's hard. We're down to the point where I think all of these are you're gonna take a hit no matter what you pick.
Yeah.
That happened 2 counter picks in, Nick.
Who had this one? You know, this is not fair. Why? It's fucking nobody has nobody has counterpicked Brad, and I don't want to let him get away with that.
I know.
But I also don't want to counterpick a Mario game. Fuck that shit.
Look, I don't know what to fucking tell you. You want Mario? Take it.
No, dude. There's a Switch game. There's a Switch console coming out this year. It's probably coming.
I got other shit. You never even heard of fucking half my shit. Or wait,
Brad,
well, that's not
I'm
true.
no dummy, okay?
Nick?
I mean, Monster Hunter Wilds. It could be a bad one.
You know,
Could be a bad one. Nick.
You know, I'm gonna pick this one just because I think there's a chance that as cool as it looks, it might not deliver. No. I'm not. Don't worry, Chris Davis. I'm not gonna be.
He's gonna pick fucking. I know what he's gonna pick, and you're a fucking scumbag, Nick. You always thought this game looked like shit. You always thought it looked like shit. Fuck you. You piece of shit. You're such a graphics whore. Fucking,
Alters.
I'm gonna.
Really? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You want to fucking dance,
I
Nicholas?
talked about this game.
You want to fucking dance?
This motherfucker. I talked about this game on the podcast. He was like, "Oh, it didn't come out." How did you watch me talk about that game and not go, "Yo, that looks cool as shit"?
It does look cool. It does look cool, but it also might not be cool for like it might like fall apart.
Yeah.
Like
Nick,
The
I'm
people
fucking with
whose
you.
opinions
I
matter
honestly,
might
where
not
we're
be
at now, I
cool.
think that's a perfectly fine counter pick. They have to deliver. They might not deliver. I'm
The
fucking
guy
with you.
who made Parasite is doing a movie that's like basically the same premise, and they're all gonna eat that up. You think they're gonna turn
spoilers,
around and
no.
fucking shit on this game? Like,
I
I'm
mean,
fucking with you, Nick. I think out of the options, I think that was a fine one.
I think
It's gonna make it, but they have a lot to prove.
Yeah.
That developer's really consistent though, so.
Yep. I'm just gonna have to bid on some. I'm gonna have to make some strong bids this year, potentially.
aren't we all?
There was no easy option here, and we are down to Nolan and Carlos have to make a choice, and it's gonna be tough.
You're correct. It is tough. Obviously the easiest thing is like go for the unannounced ones, but to your point, Switch 2 is about to be announced. It's been 8 years since a Mario Kart game. They're probably going to launch a Mario Kart game. It's been slightly less as long for a 3D platformer Mario, so they're going to launch that.
That's a system
It's
seller.
gonna
Those are
happen.
both system sellers.
Yeah, no, for sure. Looking at the other stuff that's on the list, I think everything on here is going to score really well. Civ's going to score well. I think Avowed probably will. Metroid Prime 4, if it does come out, will score great. I can't, due to my conscience, counterpick Metal Gear Solid.
No, that's
you
gonna
know,
score
so
well, too.
like. No, I will, but even so, I'm saying like I can't. Like even if something fucked up happens with it, I'm not gonna do that shit. Same thing with like Split Fiction. It Takes Two was game of the year for so many people. I think this one looks really good. Like a Dragon's gonna be great. Ultra Kill, Mina, those are all like really dumb. So the only thing I think that I'm stuck between two.
You are not about to do what I think you're about to do, Nolan.
He's gonna do the funniest shit ever. If he doesn't do it, I'll do it. If he doesn't do it, I'm gonna do it.
While I would love
Nick
to for the
Nolan.
memes pick
Don't.
Elden Ring, I'm not going to.
That's
because
not
do
what
think
I
it's
was
gonna come
thinking.
out,
I think
and
you're going to do the other thing.
Okay, hold on. I'm stuck between Assassin's Creed and something on Brad's list because I don't want Brad to have no counter picks. The thing is, I think this Assassin's Creed looks really good. I think it's going to score well. The past few have been okay. I think this one's going to be their kind of return to form and score pretty well. So I have to pick 2 Point Museum. I think this one's going to be their dud.
Okay. I think museums are cooler than campuses and hospitals. I mean, those places kind of suck. I think
I
museums-
gotta pick something.
No,
He's got-
no,
what do I do?
That's fair. That's fair.
All
I have
right,
to pick something.
all right, Carlos.
There's no way.
I'm a
it
man of
gets
my
out
word. Nolan passed up on an opportunity to the
Don't do
funniest
it.
shit in the world, so I'm gonna have
It's
to
so,
step
he's
up
gonna do so excellent.
and grab the torch. Elden Ring. Night.
Oh no! Don't do it, Carlos.
Oh,
Are you, Carlos, I'm gonna give you one chance to back out before I hit this button. Do it? Okay.
His entire list is counterpicked.
All right.
Hell yeah.
The draft is complete.
Dude, it is fucking. It is funny.
Carlos.
Carlos, I appreciate you for doing it.
Oh my god.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
I hope all you fuckers go to
20
hell.
hours.
Look at this.
I really hope. Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my god, no.
Oh man, this is gonna
Honestly,
be a great
I
year.
know a lot of the things that people like about From Software games is their like obtuseness, and I don't think that a lot of that stuff translates to the style of game that this is going to
Yeah.
be. So it might not be as hot as their previous releases.
All right, we're going down
Well-
to 10, right? That's what we said. 10 total.
10 games.
Yeah, down to 10 total. I think is
I
smart,
do
for
have
sure.
one positive with all my games being counterpicked. I have less reason
is.
to buy a Super Drop.
Those projected points are interesting.
That's true.
Wait,
now you
why-
can use all your money on bids.
Yeah, I can use all my fucking money.
I mean, if all his
Fuck
games
one
come
over the
out,
other.
he's doing great.
Wait.
All right.
Wait. Why? Why? You
Because
can
we're
drop-
not-
you drop
we're-
games that are counterpicked.
No, you can drop. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You can use.
You can drop games
drop
that
your
are counterpicked. You cannot drop your counterpicks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, that's
So you can super drop any of your games
Yes.
that are of the 5.
You can drop anything on your roster except the games you counterpicked against someone else.
okay.
That's where
that
we got
makes
into
sense.
weird. Since we're doing mid-year, I mean, there's a lot of reasons we're not doing it because it was kind of a messy house rule before. This makes it cleaner.
I think the mid-year counterpicks are going to be very interesting, or mid-game, the
Well,
non-draft counterpicks.
This is a money game now. It's the fact that you have to
Yeah.
win the counterpick at auction. So if someone bids on a dicey game, you have to fight for it. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
So we all have
And the
$100. We all have
The
$100.
super drop balance is very different when you have
Oh man,
counterpicks.
$100 in both in 2025 and in 2025's Fantasy Critic, $100 feels like it's almost nothing.
Especially if you have plans to use a super
Brad's
drop.
petitioning to increase the pot next year.
Well, I mean that part's arbitrary, right?
Somebody has to steal this little
$250.
stupid crown icon from Brad. That's
So-
all I
so we-
that's all-
$2 is no good.
We do
That's all I
have
care about.
bids, and we do have $100, and we do $1 minimum bids, and it is public bidding if you're watching. Which means that on Thursday you see what someone has bid on to pick up or counterpick in this case now, but you don't see who it was, you don't see how much they spent, of course, and you don't see how many people are bidding on that. So once it shows up on Thursday, anybody can counterpick it. You can your bids
You
can
mean
go
bid.
up and down.
Counterbid.
Bid
Yeah.
on it, not
Yeah,
counter bid, not
can
counter-bid.
win at an
It's a
auction.
bid.
Your bid can go up and down, but the person who introduced the bid has to take it if no one else wants it. Even if they reduce their bid to $1, it's theirs.
Isn't there a way?
But
can
it
you
gives
not?
people 2 days to
No, you
research
cannot
the
withdraw
game,
your
so
bid.
you can't withdraw.
You cannot. You
can't
can't
withdraw.
withdraw a bid.
Okay.
That's
Um,
crazy. You went 2 years without knowing that, Nick.
Well, no, I
we
thought
don't-
if nobody else bid on it, you could remove
No.
it. But
Once it's out
no.
there, you have to take it. Unless now, so you can prioritize and you only get like your first bid if you're. Only
I mean, it
have-
makes sense. It makes sense. You don't want to people
But-
would be like trying to like gaslight people
Yeah,
into taking.
I mean,
it.
like if you're at the end of your roster and you bid on like 5 games, you only have 1 slot. Obviously, you're only going to get one of them, right?
yeah.
Or whichever
Yeah.
one you win out of that. So, as far as like we have 1 drop still that you can do for any reason.
Correct.
Yes, one
As
drop.
long as the game hasn't been released, right?
Correct.
and as
not
long as it's
counted.
not, and as long as it's not counterpicked, that is
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that Chris Davis will not have to worry about.
Yes.
No, we all still have to worry about it because there's mid-year counterpicks. So if you bid on something and like a month later it starts to get some bad press,
Oh, yeah.
someone else
Yeah.
can counterpick that game before you drop it, which
True.
is interesting.
That is definitely interesting. Okay,
It does.
good point.
It adds another level to
Which
it.
we never did before because honestly, I thought it rewards the sickos more than people not paying attention, and I kind of didn't like that. Just like the same reason we don't do private bidding. I think private bidding is fucking disgusting. Like it rewards the people who are the most sicko, which is in this league is probably me and Chris Davis, honestly.
Yes.
And
facts.
This year, yeah.
Hashtag facts.
And yeah.
See you all in hell.
But and public bidding makes it spicy because there's a lot of cool games out there that I had in a spreadsheet, and now y'all all get 2 days to research them if I want them, and that sucks. And you gotta outspend.
But hey, we have fewer spots to fill, so I'm like
a lot
personally
of games on my list that were early access.
And I don't necessarily want to go and fill my list up before I know what the hell the rest, like the second half of the year.
We completely forgot about it, but did everyone pick up a new game franchise?
I'm sure. Here, I'll double check.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see. Yes,
Player Obscura.
Chris Davis got it.
See, this is why we don't need that.
Brad, you didn't.
Brad, you didn't.
Get out of here, Brad.
You bitch.
Well, whatever. I got 5 more games to do it.
But
Avowed, if you count it for me, does Avowed count?
Avowed. Yeah. Well, no, because it has it was debated, I think.
Is it Pillars of Eternity? Who knows?
You got to click on it, see what it says.
I'm just saying,
everyone else but Brad has a new game franchise.
90% of the people who play Avowed are not going to have any clue that it was part of another.
I don't have new game franchise. Avowed is not.
Yeah, technically, Ed doesn't.
It's not.
Oh, that's
it's
right.
Not.
Yeah,
but that seems silly.
Come on, I'm gonna pick up an indie game at some point this year, right? Like that's the
it
whole
seems
point.
Silly,
of
but like that world, you know, I'm kind of on the fence about that one because the world exists, right? But I mean, it's technically a different franchise than Pillars of Eternity, right? Different title, different genre. It's like
sort
of different genre.
It's like
not really a different
Planescape Torment. It's a Dungeons and Dragons game.
Can we talk about a game that we didn't counterpick that we were thinking about at this point? Or
no. Oh, no, because counterpicks can still happen. Like I could literally counterpick a game. I'm probably not going to do it. I could counterpick a game tomorrow, and it goes into the bidding pool.
That's true.
I wouldn't talk shit about anybody's list.
I'm not talking like it's not even talking shit. It's a game that I desperately want to play.
I will
it's
say,
just I don't know if it's gonna come out this year.
The past 2 years, I would go on stream and kind of like talk about people's lists and maybe talk shit about certain games. It's harder to do now because if I talk shit openly about something on somebody else's list, someone else might counterpick it. So it makes it a little more complicated.
So you got to shut your trap, Brad.
Saying how I really feel about delays and stuff. But either way, as soon as it shows up, everyone's going to like research news as like, oh, why is this getting counterpicked? Did it have a bad demo? You know, did it get the bad press? Damn.
It is what it is. So I guess anything else we want to cover or talk about right now? Are we satisfied? Are we happy? Are we good to go?
Can't wait for this league to
I'm
take
not happy
off,
at
man.
all.
This is gonna be a lot of fun, I think.
It's always a lot of fun. So guys, I hope everybody sticks with us. Again, if you're interested in following along, you can of course tune in. We do periodic updates throughout the year on our podcast, which we record on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time. And you can of course find us in Discord at discord.gg/4player. Again, if you think this sounds fun and you want to maybe jump in, we've already kind of created our first 5 community leagues. But I'm going to say give it till Friday. If anybody out there wants to throw their hat in the ring, if we can scrounge together another one.
You got to understand,
we'll make it.
We could start one of those leagues anytime we want. Everyone will, no matter when we start, everyone's going to be on the same playing field.
I mean, unless a huge game comes out before somebody drafts, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be available to draft.
Which makes them not on the same playing field as everybody else. But whatever.
No, in compared to the other leagues, but within their own division, it's always going to be fair.
But I also don't want to be creating leagues in like June. So come on, let's.
No. I'm just talking about through the next week or so. I mean, I think we'll be fine.
All right, look, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to create the community league channels in our Discord, again, at discord.gg/4player. I've already added everybody to their various roles, so you can literally tag your fellow league mates using the at community league in your number or whatever. So I've done that. I'm going to set up the channels. I'm going to send the invite. I'm going to set up the leagues in Fantasy Critic probably tomorrow, and I'll send everybody the links, the invites to join their various leagues, and then y'all will have to pick a manager within your group. So that person will be responsible for making decisions and making edits to the rosters and whatnot throughout the year and making judgment calls, I suppose. Y'all can figure that out amongst yourselves. You can figure out how you want to do your draft amongst yourselves. It's whatever works best for y'all is fine. And what else? Shit. I mean, that pretty much covers it. Again, I think, Brad, you were going to make a video kind of explaining rules and talking about how this all works, which we didn't have last year, so that'll probably be something that we reference once it's out. We'll reference that periodically when people have questions. We'll post it in Discord. We'll pin it in Discord, obviously. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I hope 2025 is looking like it's going to be pretty fucking sweet, I think, when it comes to the world of video games. And, of course, we hope you guys will join us throughout the year to talk about them. And in the meantime, guys, be good to each other, play video games, and good night.
Bye. Can I say, Carlos, I hate that you counted Elden Ring. Because I'm looking at your list, and if your stuff comes out, and that's all pretty reasonable, you're, like, in great shape. But you fucking countered Elden Ring.
I know what I did.
He did it for the memes.
My counterpick game has been pretty strong the whole time.
I do think I have considered it because it feels like a spin-off. It doesn't feel like the next big thing from Software to me, anyways. That's just my personal
I will say,
take.
I don't know if Nolan knows this, but Mutagenics is very, very likely coming out this year. If you follow that fool.
That's why I picked it.
Yeah, I know. But I think some people, the way some people were talking about it, Nolan, is they made it sound like, oh, that game that was announced forever ago.
Sure,
but it's been in the news.
No, I'm aware.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're not.
So Switch 2 announcement in January, maybe.
It seems.
100%.
Yeah, I think
so.
it,
Yeah,
like no shot that it's not.
It's
announced
happening soon
this month.
Like,
and
and then released.
I think it's coming out in March.
Ed, I literally
April.
think
I wouldn't be
tomorrow
surprised.
they could announce it. Like
Tomorrow.
at this point, it is any day, and I think tomorrow is as good as any.
I think, to your
It's
point,
fun.
I think they want to do it sooner just because there's been so many leaks that they
yeah.
want to get ahead of that. And so instead of there being leaks, there's now just, hey, it's official, here it is.
But they would do a like tune in this date. Sometime
Yeah,
You'd be
sometime in the near
surprised.
future,
Like
right?
they sometimes they'll like
But this
drop
is
out like, hey,
this is
we're
a
doing a
big
Nintendo Direct
hardware
tomorrow.
announcement.
Yeah, which
I
means
know.
if it was
Yeah, it
tomorrow,
doesn't
they would have teased it today. But
The Wii
Sure,
U
but-
was announced in a tweet.
Well, this is not the
Out
Wii
of
U.
nowhere.
But
That explains a lot.
Everything's their Nintendo Directs are all digital now.
Yeah.
Everything happens like.
I mean, I'm
super
sure they
quick.
already have it all
it's-
filmed, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's all recorded and probably already ready to go. It's just going to be a matter of when they feel comfortable. They're going to be like, "Hey, by
It's
the way,
probably
it's
already
happening tomorrow."
it's already in their YouTube
then-
library.
Hey,
probably.
Nick, I gotta say real quick because we were talking about Fantasy Critic Plus earlier, which I have. You do $3 on Patreon to get Fantasy Critic Plus, and does. But one of the things you can do is you could put all the community leagues in a conference. You can make a conference. Everything can be on the same like page.
I just have to give him $3 of my own money.
Okay,
every
you
month.
motherfucker! You don't think Fantasy Critic after 3 years of this shit doesn't deserve $3? Come on.
Okay, I gotta go. Bye-bye.
I mean,
Thanks, Ed.
See you guys later.
Bye.
And now the stream is broken. Let's see. Super broken.
Oh, Carlos, why did you do it?
I feel good about it. I feel like it's gonna be the first FromSoft game
Nah.
to like.
Chris Davis
Not
is right. I'm
break
surprised it
80s.
made it. I'm surprised it made it to him. I'm surprised. Well, I mean, they're all good picks, so maybe I'm not surprised. But I mean, it would have been my next pick after unannounced 3D Mario.
Brucey
Really
says From Software.
Last time a studio known for its single player games tried their hand at something more multiplayer oriented. Redfall, baby.
Okay, counterpoint. Elden Ring's a 96. Okay, and From Software is the most respected developer out there. And one of the reasons the Souls games get so much respect are some of the creative multiplayer type stuff they do.
It's usually things that the community themselves develop, like not stuff that's already built in the game that's meant to be
counterpoint. Elden Ring and Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree 96. If Night Rain does 10 points worse, it's still an 86. I think you're in trouble.
I think I'm fine.
Okay. I think you're in trouble. This was good though, man. Like these motherfuckers over on this other Discord act like private bidding is harder, and I assure you,
Yeah, it's not.
It's not hard. It might be harder when they're all sickos, but public bidding, the mind games, the money and mind games that go into public bidding, knowing that you can't just sneak a cool little indie game across the table that the others don't even know exists yet because you're in their fucking Discord asking them, is this shit going to be early access or 1.0 like I do sometimes? Like you can't do that with public bidding because as soon as it shows up, people are going to go, oh, what's this one all about? You know, it's tough. You got to pick a week where everyone's like fucking tired and over it and might not even be checking Fantasy Critic, you know. It's tough. It's tough. You know, after how about this? The day we invade Canada, that's going to be the day I make all my bids cuz everyone's going to be preoccupied.
All right, I'm taking off too.
All right, later. I thought Nick was gonna,
Bye.
I can't say. I thought that piece of shit was going to counter Avowed. That piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit. Crispy, you still there?
I'm here.
How you feeling about all this, man? I'm surprised Mario Kart got away. I mean, if you were going to counter unannounced Mario or unannounced Mario Kart, obviously Mario Kart's probably safer because it's not going to score like a Mario Odyssey, but
My thought on the matter is that if I was gonna pick one of the two of those to counter, I would have picked platformer.
really,
Yeah, I would have picked
platformers are the ones that score like 97 though. That's
but based solely on the fact that I really think it's possible that it won't come out this year. And I know.
I mean,
the whole
maybe
Switch 2 thing, but I feel like they're not like. I feel like Metroid Prime 4 is coming out this year, is going to be on the Switch 2. And they're not gonna try and cannibalize that audience with a single player Mario game. But having
you can't forget that 2017 when the Switch launched,
Mario
it was
Kart,
amazing.
Yeah.
You can't discount that 2017 was amazing. They did a new Zelda, a new Mario, you know, and they had fucking like a new Splatoon, a new Xenoblade. Like 2017 was crazy.
Mario Kart, a new Mario Kart with Switch 2, I think is, you know, whether or not you agree that is the smartest play, I think that is the play that Nintendo would make for sure.
Here's what's crazy about public bidding and counterpicks, though. When they reveal the Switch 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no 3D Mario game or Mario Kart game, it is auction day on those counterpicks because everyone is going to be bidding for the counterpicks on those. Which again, I knew that was a possibility.
They are either launch titles or there is a very good chance they're not coming this year.
Because the counterpicks get processed before the drops. Unless, well, you could buy a super drop. A super drop can, if I were to buy the super drop on the spot and and use it, then the Mario counterpick would not go through. I would have to spend my super drop, but I could drop Mario if it doesn't show up on a Switch 2 reveal, and I would. So, but again, but you see what I'm saying, right? As soon as that counterpick Mario 3D goes up, it's like it's feeding frenzy. See, we're not used to this mid-year counterpicking. It's crazy, but the public stuff is what makes it so hard.
We're in 3rd place in the popular public leagues.
Stop it, Nick.
You're welcome.
Can we get 2nd place at least? Because
we would have to go from 34 to 86 in order to.
We were the #1 video game streamers on the internet, Nick. We cannot be proud of 3rd place in Fantasy Critic watched leagues.
Watch me be proud, guys. If you haven't yet, go to the Discord, click on the here. I'll even post the link to our thing in chat. Go here.
Viewers.
Go here.
Motherfucker, fuck you, Zero Skies.
Go here and follow our league, please.
I'm in Grand Theft Auto 5.
And I did get a fucking dime.
Yes. I wrote for Grand Theft Auto 5. Let's be real here. I'm a co-writer who was not paid.
Yeah, that's factual. That is factual.
So everyone's saying a Scooter Brothers Easter egg is not possible, and the only reason I disagree is because it's not about my viral video anymore. It's about the fact that it was a bit in Grand Theft Auto 5 that was like a non sequitur, right? To somebody who wasn't familiar with the fact that it was even an Easter egg. It was insane, right? It was silly. So if they might just be referencing that, it might just be like a bit in and of itself outside of my own video. Do you understand? So like, I still think there could be a Scooter Brothers reference in Grand Theft Auto 6. In fact, I would argue that it's realistic, right? Because a lot of franchises do that with.
Do you even know who I am, Sistak?
Do you even know who I am? Do you even know who I am? I'm pretty sure. No one can confirm it, but I believe there's an L.A. Noire Brad reference as well.
Bullshit.
When you crash the vehicle and you wipe out.
What does he say? You like to fuck?
Listen. When you wipe out your vehicle in L.A. Noire,
like to fuck little boys.
listen. Would you wipe out your vehicle? I'm talking about you flip the fucking car going down a mountain. One of the things that Cole says, or not Cole, his partner says to him, is, "Breathe, Cole, breathe," which doesn't make sense to anyone who's not actually dying, right? It's kind of a non sequitur, right? Which I think because. And I've looked the additional like I've looked at like additional dialogue writers for these games, and the dude who was on, there was a guy on Grand Theft Auto 5, also on L.A. Noire, and he might be the 4Player fan, right? Because the breathe was a reference to Oblivion that I would say to like dead bears when I was trying to bring them back to life. Breathe. Now again. It's a small thing, but in the context of just L.A. Noire, it doesn't make sense on its own. But if it's an Easter egg to yet another YouTube video from the exact same era, it makes sense. So again, how much does Rockstar really owe me with interest? I mean, I feel like it's a lot.
You could be a millionaire right now, Brad. Like you might
at least. I mean,
at least
think about it this way. I could have invested that money
since you were doing his job for him.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying, Slade. Well, could someone? I don't know if you have to find it, but could someone try to find that moment from L.A. Noire when you like flip a car?
Someone should go.
He says, "Breathe, Cole, breathe." I don't know. Look, this wasn't even my. I barely played L.A. Noire. Somebody else told me this shit. It's not like I'm pulling the shit out of my own ass.
You wouldn't want that. All right, gentlemen.
Look at Crispy. We look like Scooter Brothers back there, me and you, Nick.
You sure do.
Hog homies?
Fucking Scooter Brothers.
Loser?
God. Hog homies? Why would you?
Hog homies, dude.
Why didn't you? Why would that would be podcast?
Nick,
gold
I got some
right
bad
there.
news for you, dude. Days Gone has come up quite a bit on the Giant Bomb end
I don't
of
give
the
a
year
shit.
talks.
I don't give a
award show.
shit what you're about to tell me about what Giant Bomb thinks.
It's just
Days
because Turbo Sean was doing his playthrough near the end of the year.
Are you saying? Are you about to tell me you think
it became a butt of jokes? Days Gone became the butt
Of course
of
it
jokes.
did. Of course it did. They don't know what they have. They don't know what they. Y'all are fucking out of. People are out of their fucking minds.
He had to play it as like a punishment, just because someone came up with a funny pun. That a lot of their content is based on puns now. Someone said,
Yeah.
"Oh, Days Sean is funny" or something, so he ended up having to play Days Gone, and he didn't like it. But I mean, he's like an anime guy or some shit. It's not the game's fault. Anyways,
All right, guys. I have to.
I gotta
go.
work tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.
Bye,
See you on,
everybody.
see
All
you in the
right.
trenches.
Good night,
Burn in hell.
everybody. Good luck to y'all.
Burn in
Go
hell.
fuck yourselves.